Federal judge dismisses OAN's lawsuit against MSNBC's Rachel Maddow, stating that Maddow's patently false claims are simply her opinions. Now, One America's Pearson explains.
The radical left media strikes again, this time with the help of a federal judge. On Friday, U.S. District Court Judge Cynthia Bashand dismissed a lawsuit from One America News against MSNBC and Rachel Maddow over patently false statements she made last year. On July 22nd of 2019, Rachel Maddow made the totally false claim on her show that One America News is, quote, literally paid Russian propaganda. OAN demanded an official retraction of Maddow's statement since it's completely and demonstrably untrue. However, Judge Bashand claimed that, quote, the contested statement is an opinion that cannot serve as the basis for a defamation claim. Take a listen for yourself and see if this sounds like it's just an opinion.
If the Fox News channel is insufficiently pro-Trump for you, you may or may not know that there's another boutique little news outlet that is designed specifically for Trump mega fans. It's called One America. One America News Network. The Trump White House gave this little boutique outfit a hard pass for access to the White House grounds and a permanent seat in the White House briefing room. Remember when the White House used to hold press briefings? They had a seat for those. President Trump also started quoting this little news outlet and frequently telling people that they should be watching them, praising their ratings, which is the highest possible praise from this president, right? Turns out that little news network has a full-time on-air reporter who covers U.S. politics, who is also simultaneously on the payroll of the Kremlin. What? Because at the same time he works for Trump's favorite One America News thing, he is also being paid by the Russian government to produce government-funded pro-Putin propaganda for a Russian government-funded propaganda outfit called Sputnik. Sputnik, of course, had a key role in the Russian government's intervention in the 2016 election to help Trump, according to the intelligence community's assessment of that attack. Sputnik is also formally registered with the U.S. Justice Department as an agent of a foreign power. I mean, there is a lot of news today, but among the giblets the news gods dropped off their plates for us to eat off the floor today is the actual news that this super right-wing news outlet that the president has repeatedly endorsed as a preferable alternative to Fox News because he thinks Fox is insufficiently pro-Trump, so now he likes this other outlet better. We literally learned today that that outlet the president is promoting shares staff with the Kremlin. I mean, what? It's an easy thing to throw out, you know, like an epithet in the Trump era, right? Hey, that looks like Russian propaganda. In this case, the most obsequiously pro-Trump right-wing news outlet in America really, literally is paid Russian propaganda. Their on-air U.S. politics reporter is paid by the Russian government to produce propaganda for that government. I mean, this is the kind of news we're supposed to just, like, take in stride these days. And we do our best. That is just one of the things we learned today. You know, I guess you just swallow that, and then you move on. And we expect that they won't fire their Kremlin staffer, and we expect that the president will keep promoting him, and we expect that other right-wing news outlets will start to wonder if maybe they should have a Kremlin staffer on doing their U.S. politics reporting too. It probably makes it easier to get the message. I mean,
Maddow is supposed to be a journalist. She claims to be a journalist, but all she's doing is giving her opinion. One America News is an independent, family-owned and operated station and has never accepted any money from any outside sources, certainly not Russia or the Russian government. But yet Maddow stated with total certainty on her show multiple times that OAN literally shares staff with the Kremlin. She even stated that one of OAN's staff writers, Christian Rose, is a, quote, Kremlin-paid journalist and is paid by the Russian government to produce propaganda for that government. Not a single word of that statement is true, not one. And yet Maddow made these accusations confidently on her show as if they were indisputable facts. Christian Rose is a writer here at OAN, and he did contribute a few articles for Sputnik. But these stories strictly focus on economics, on which Rose has an extensive background and even a master's degree in. This kind of decision should be made by a jury, not a lone judge all by herself. Because despite what amounts to actual lies, Judge Basham went on to say that, quote, considering the context of the statements, a reasonable fact finder could only conclude that the statement was one of opinion and not fact. And if these were just Rachel Maddow's opinions, they certainly weren't taken like that by the rest of the media, who published numerous articles following Maddow's comments accusing One America News of being Russian propaganda. As if that weren't enough, thousands of viewers wrote into OAN asking us about or even denouncing us for our Russian ties after hearing Maddow's fake claims. Not even Maddow's former colleagues think she's credible, with MSNBC host Crystal Ball blasting Maddow for her obsession with the Russian collusion. Ball accused MSNBC of, quote, cynically following the Russian story in pursuit of ratings, making journalistic compromises along the way. Carrie Sheffield of Accuracy in Media says Maddow ignores, quote, basic journalistic fact-checking practices, relentlessly pushing unproven conspiracy theories. This whole thing began with an article published by the Daily Beast's Kevin Paulson, known by the FBI as the Hannibal Lecter of computer crime. Without doing any fact-checking, Paulson, who was a fugitive hiding from the FBI for 17 months for stealing classified Army information, published the article that Maddow based her reporting on. These are the credible sources journalism relies on today. And now, instead of a jury weighing the evidence and making a decision, a single judge has decided that Maddow's unproven conspiracy theories were just an opinion after all, and she can say whatever she wants. But what happens when a supposed news outlet is allowed to make blatantly false statements and tell lies instead of the news? After hearing Maddow's outrageous claims and the judge's response, does this sound like just an opinion? This kind of reckless disregard of the facts is nothing more than libel, and One America News is already working on an appeal. Because this lawsuit wasn't just about OAN. This was freedom of the press on trial. And a single judge, not a jury, has overruled the facts, held integrity in contempt of court, and ruled in favor of fake news. For One America News, I'm Pearson Sharp.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.